Welcome to the Refined Society podcast. My name is Ruben.
My name is Jonathan.
And Jonathan, I got another video for you to react to today, okay? You know my boy RUSLAN?
Yes, sir.
That guy, he's doing a lot of, he's awesome and on the Christian content space, but not only that, he gives a lot of awesome, I think, entrepreneurship principles that we can follow. And I like this one video that I was looking at. I was like, man, this is going to be some good stuff that we can all, like, I think, benefit from. So if you want to check it out, let's look at it real quick.
And I always say this, if you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. Jesus said the road to destruction is wide. If your entire life is you just, woo, I'm just sliding down like this little stick figure here. It's just going downhill. You're going to be in a really rough spot. Yeah. But if you're willing to do the things that are hard, if you're willing to go against the grain, if you're willing to be responsible, if you're willing to take ownership, if you're willing to deny yourself, delay gratification, if you're willing to commit to doing hard things every day, over the course of your life, things will get easier.
I completely agree with this. And especially like being for young people that might be listening. Like Gary Vee says this all the time. You're young. Be willing to fail. You have the opportunity to fail right now, so that later on through your failure you can learn, and then later on in your life you'll be prospering what you've been planting. You'll be getting the harvest of what you've been planting, and so I completely agree with what he's saying.
Because this thing, it's easier to get the fruit. It's very easy to just
pick at the fruit.
Like it's very easy to go to the grocery store right now and get your apples, get your avocados, get your onions, whatever. But it's so much more work to actually grow that. Yeah. We reap the benefits of that. We have the convenience of that, but if you want something that's gonna last, it's not always gonna come at the cost of convenience. Yeah. Something that lasts will always come with some intention. Something that lasts it's always gonna cost you to do some work. And if we're not willing to put the work in our finances, in our ability to be mentored, and our ability to learn new skills, I think it's important to understand that the end result is gonna be a downhill spiral, like you should. Like if you just take the easy decisions, like it's so much easier to cheat. It's so much easier to try to find a way to make money.
I think it's just like an example. Whenever we get out of college or finished high school, we just want to go party. We just want to have fun. Yeah. And in that time, some other people would actually decide to say, you know what, this is my time to be able to fail, to be able to discover what I want to do for the rest of my life, and my goals, setting up all the goals that I have for my future. And if we look at the comparison, usually the one that decides to say, hey, I want to set myself up for later on, is the one that is usually the one that's looked upon from the one that is regretting because they took that time to party.
You know what I hate? I really do hate this, okay? I'm not hating on the person, but I really hate this motto. Like, go with the flow. Yeah. It's so annoying because it tells me there's a lack of purpose and intention. Yeah. Like, you realize your life is very short. We all have the same thing in common. We all have a beginning and we all have an end. And what you do in between, we want to enjoy. Yes, we want to enjoy it. The Bible tells us to actually enjoy the fruits of our labor. In other words, if we have some money, let's go take a little vacation. Enjoy God's creation. Enjoy the fruit of our work. But if you're only living like that, that's why you see someone who's always broke. I'm not gonna say that that they're in life circumstances, they're in situations that happen. Yes, those are real and it's true. But the vast majority who come with that mindset of just going with the flow don't really understand that, hey, life is that much more valuable. Yeah. Like you need to put every minute I have on this earth, there's a reason why God gave it to me. And if I'm just going with the flow, if I don't really see that there is purpose behind those minutes, I am like wasting my life.
And I think if someone that says like, hey, I'm just going with the flow, there is some point of lack of purpose or not understanding their purpose. Just because it's like if you have a purpose, you're moving upon something, you're moving with a reason. The reason why you're doing certain things, you're doing it for a purpose. And if you're saying that I'm just going with the flow, well, life just brings to my table today, whatever happens today happens. I think it's not working with intention in your life.
There's no vision. And that's one thing that the Bible tells us, that there is that the only thing that Jesus never promises anybody, never promises every day, is your next day. Yeah. Today you're here, you're alive, but the next minute, the next hour, the next day, you might not be. And that's the reality of the weight of how precious. And that's what makes you need to have death to value the opportunity of life. That's what makes it valuable.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I think that we need to understand as an entrepreneur, as someone, if you're young right now, or if, hey, maybe you are in a later stage in your life, you can still build something. There's countless testimonies of people who've built something. Even in the Bible, Abraham was chosen to have the generation of God's people. Who was chosen? Abraham. How old was this guy? He was old.
Yeah.
Even God used, whether you're young, whether you're old, he used them for his purpose. What does that mean for us as entrepreneurs? That it's not too late. If you have been going with the flow up to this moment, okay, that's you. That stops now. It's time for you to make the most. There's a very, very popular quote that I've heard you've used several times about something about moments.
Yeah.
What is it, Jonathan?
One quote that I guess I've made to apply to my own life, because I used to be a person that would wait for a specific moment to happen, and the quote goes, "While you're waiting for the right moment, the right moment is waiting for you." And I made that for myself, not for really anybody to
You're about to write your book or what?
Yeah. I made that for myself because I always waited for, whenever the right moment happens is whenever I'll take advantage, instead of taking advantage of this moment, because the moment I have right now is the right moment.
Like, go talk to that customer, go talk to that client, go promote your business. Like, you can try to perfect everything, but there's some things you just got to put some faith into action. At the end of the day, there's gonna be moments when you might sink like Peter. There's gonna be some moments where you might not believe it, just like Timothy, until you see it. You know what I mean? But that's Timothy. Thomas. My bad, Thomas. Jeez Louise. But I'm gonna be honest. All the disciples have had moments where their faith has
they had doubt.
They had doubt.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I want to encourage you today. It's like, hey, it's not too late. It's time. The time is right now. Let's not take the easy decisions. Let's make the hard decisions. Reap the benefit. Like, you want to have party. Yeah, that's great. You want to have a good time. You want to go buy the best things in life right now. Actually, let's start building something first. Let's delay gratification. The power of delayed gratification, Jonathan. Many of you guys might not know this, but this is important for you even as an entrepreneur. How many times do you think businesses go out of business because they couldn't delay gratification?
Yeah.
They spent all their profits. I saw this video of have you guys seen the show Kitchen Nightmares?
Yes.
With Gordon Ramsay. There was have you seen the British version of this?
No.
The British version is no, just not American. The British version of Kitchen Nightmares is so good because you've got to see a lot more behind the scenes. You get to see how he's talking business. Like, the reason we're selling this dish, this specific chicken plate, it's because the profits it can peak. Imagine you, and the reason we don't only have 2 instead of 1. He explains everything. I'm like, dude, this is so good. But I think Americans are just so in love. We just love drama, man. But there was one person though. He was helping, and he was talking about what, like, he had success for a couple of months after opening the business, this owner, his restaurant. But the thing is, he started spending all his profits. He spent $46,000 on a new car after like his first 2-3 months because of all the profits. Like, bro, $46,000 for your marketing, $46,000 for I think new equipment because he bought this restaurant, right? $46,000 reinvested in this business could have made him a lot more than those $46,000. Like, how many times do you think we see people fail because of not delaying gratification?
But I also think, like, going upon like an example of this restaurant owner, it's like, what were his intentions of why he started? Whether if it was just like to make a quick buck, and if it's more than enough, I'm gonna just and it enhanced who he actually was. Someone that if they would have received more money, they would have just gone out and spent it. Yeah, and that just shows where he was at before. The reason why he had to start his business was most likely to get some hustle money with it. And so I mean, like, delayed gratification is so important, especially if you're starting out with your own business. You're gonna be seeing good money coming in if you're really focused on it, and it's very important to really understand reinvest it first, because keep on reinvesting. It's hard because you see the amount that you're getting in, but it's also hard to see the amount that you're putting back in the business.
There's one thing I've heard, and I've actually, like, when I was starting after I graduated high school, I started working in finance, right? And I had the opportunity to become a regional manager in the company I was working in. And one of the things I was taught by my mentors, by my regional vice presidents, they were teaching me, because they had their offices, they had their agents and all that. And one of the things that they would always say is, do today what others won't, so you can have tomorrow what others can't.
Yeah.
That's one thing you have to keep in mind. This is how you delay gratification. The reason I'm not going out and partying right now, and I'm studying or I'm working on this side hustle, or the reason I'm taking this time to edit these videos this late at night, is not because I don't enjoy those other things. It's because I want to have the opportunity to say, you know what, that hey, down the road money won't be an option for me. Like, yeah, we can go to the nicest restaurant. Yeah, we can go on that vacation. Yeah, we can go spend some time together with the family. Yeah, we can. But the reason you're only gonna be able to say I can is because of what I did before.
Exactly.
And that's one thing I think that's important for you guys as entrepreneurs, is to delay gratification, to make the hard decisions, and to not stop building towards something big, something that's bigger than yourself. Don't take life as just going with the flow. You are alive for a reason. There's a savior. There's a king who is giving you the opportunity to breathe right now, whatever season you might be, whether it's a tough season, whether you're going through some struggles. I want to tell you that God will never ever let you go through a mountain that you cannot climb, and he's gonna lead you through that mountain. He's gonna lead you through the darkest valley. He's gonna lead you through whatever storm. It's just a matter of you making the most out of this time you have here on this earth and putting your trust in him.
Yep.
So if you
Could've said it better.
I'm sorry, bro. I just took the mic right there. I got really inspired. But I want to tell you right now, if this video has brought any kind of value to your life right now, so consider subscribing, consider liking, put a comment down below. Let us know what kind of videos you guys want us to talk about. You know, we're an open book. We are entrepreneurs. We are Christians, and we want to hear from you guys as well. On top of that, guys, there's also a 50% code for a Christian clothing brand that is sponsoring this channel, guys. We just got to go down below, go in the link, click on the link in the bio, and you'll be able to see all the awesome stuff they have for you guys. But other than that, we can't wait to see you on the next video.
Our channel is bringing value to you. Be sure to subscribe, because we have a goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers. So be part of that movement. So make sure you subscribe, like, comment in our videos, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified every single time we post.